Welcome to Vocabulary Boost. Are you ready to expand your English? Today we're learning 69 advanced words all about sports and fitness. Grab a notebook and let's get started.
Athlete.
Meaning, a person who is trained to compete in sports.
For example, the athlete won a gold medal in the Olympics.
Compete.
Meaning, to take part in a contest or game.
For example, teams from all over the country will compete in the championship.
Training.
Meaning, the process of preparing for a sport or activity by practicing.
For example, she is currently undergoing training for the marathon.
Endurance.
Meaning, the ability to keep doing something difficult for a long time.
For example, running requires a lot of endurance and mental strength.
Coach.
Meaning, a person who trains and instructs athletes.
For example, the coach helped the team improve their skills before the competition.
Strategy.
Meaning, a plan designed to achieve a particular goal.
For example, the coach developed a new strategy for the upcoming game.
Flexibility.
Meaning, the ability to bend easily without breaking.
For example, yoga can help improve your flexibility and balance.
Motivation.
Meaning, the reason or reasons one has for acting or behaving in a particular way.
For example, his motivation to succeed drives him to practice every day.
Sportsmanship.
Meaning, the attitude of fairness and respect towards opponents in sports.
For example, good sportsmanship is essential in every game.
Medal.
Meaning, a medal disc awarded as a prize for achieving a particular success in sports.
For example, she won a silver medal in the swimming competition.
Exercise.
Meaning, physical activity to improve fitness.
For example, he does exercise every morning to stay healthy.
Achieve.
Meaning, to successfully reach a goal or complete a task.
For example, with hard work, you can achieve your fitness goals.
Tournament.
Meaning, a series of contests between a number of competitors.
For example, the soccer tournament will take place next month.
Professional.
Meaning, a person who is paid to participate in a sport.
For example, he became a professional golfer after years of practice.
Score.
Meaning, the total points earned in a game.
For example, he managed to score 3 goals in the match.
Race.
Meaning, a competition of speed, usually between runners, vehicles, or animals.
For example, she trained hard for the race this weekend.
League.
Meaning, a group of teams that compete against each other in a sport.
For example, our team is part of the National Basketball League.
Performance.
Meaning, how well someone plays a sport or does an activity.
For example, her performance in the final was outstanding.
Skill.
Meaning, the ability to do something well, often gained through practice.
For example, he has excellent basketball skills.
Workout.
Meaning, a session of physical exercise.
For example, I feel great after a tough workout at the gym.
Warm up.
Meaning, light exercises done to prepare for more intense physical activity.
For example, make sure to do a warm-up before running.
Injury.
Meaning, harm or damage to the body.
For example, he suffered a knee injury during the game.
Comfortable.
Meaning, in a state of physical ease and relaxation.
For example, she wore comfortable shoes for the hike.
Game time.
Meaning, the scheduled time for a game or match.
For example, fans arrived early before game time to get good seats.
Schedule.
Meaning, a plan that lists when events will happen.
For example, I checked the schedule for the next match.
Basic.
Meaning, simple or fundamental, not complex.
For example, understanding the basic rules of the game is essential.
Community.
Meaning, a group of people living in the same area or sharing interests.
For example, the sports community came together to support the event.
Spirit.
Meaning, the enthusiasm and attitude of a person or group.
For example, the team showed great spirit during the match.
Fan.
Meaning, a person who has a strong interest in a particular sport or team.
For example, she is a huge fan of the local basketball team.
Trophy.
Meaning, an award given for victory in a competition.
For example, they lifted the trophy after winning the championship.
Event.
Meaning, a planned public or social occasion, often related to sports.
For example, the sports event was held at the local stadium.
Rival.
Meaning, a competitor or opponent in a sport or activity.
For example, their rivalry adds excitement to the matches.
Vitamins.
Meaning, nutrients that are important for health, often found in food.
For example, she takes vitamins to ensure she stays healthy.
Diet.
Meaning, the kinds of food that a person typically eats.
For example, he follows a healthy diet to maintain his fitness.
Athlete.
Meaning, a person who is skilled in sports and other forms of physical exercise.
For example, she is a talented athlete who competes in track and field events.
Endurance.
Meaning, the ability to continue doing something difficult for a long time.
For example, marathon runners need a lot of endurance to finish the race.
Fitness.
Meaning, the condition of being physically healthy and strong.
For example, regular exercise is important for maintaining good fitness.
Compete.
Meaning, to try to win against others in a contest or game.
For example, many athletes compete to achieve their personal best times.
Training.
Meaning, the process of learning and practicing skills to improve performance.
For example, she has been doing her training for the upcoming swimming competition.
Strategy.
Meaning, a plan of action designed to achieve a specific goal.
For example, the coach developed a new strategy to win the next game.
League.
Meaning, a group of teams or players that compete against each other.
For example, our team is part of a local basketball league.
Coach.
Meaning, a person who trains and directs athletes or teams.
For example, the coach gave us valuable advice before the match.
Score.
Meaning, the points achieved in a game or competition.
For example, the final score of the game was 3-1.
Motivation.
Meaning, the reason or reasons someone has for acting or behaving in a particular way.
For example, her motivation to succeed drives her to train every day.
Strength.
Meaning, the quality or state of being physically strong.
For example, lifting weights helps to increase muscle strength.
Race.
Meaning, a competition of speed, usually involving running, cycling, or swimming.
For example, he participated in a 10-kilometer race last weekend.
Performance.
Meaning, how well someone does in a particular task or competition.
For example, her performance in the gymnastics competition was extraordinary.
Recovery.
Meaning, the process of returning to a normal state after illness or injury.
For example, rest is an important part of an athlete's recovery after a match.
Exercise.
Meaning, physical activity to improve health and fitness.
For example, daily exercise can help reduce stress and improve mood.
Warm-up.
Meaning, gentle exercises done before more intense physical activity.
For example, a good warm-up is essential to prevent injuries.
Technique.
Meaning, a way of doing something, especially in sports.
For example, he practices his swimming technique every day.
Facility.
Meaning, a place or equipment used for a particular activity, especially sports.
For example, the new gym facility has state-of-the-art equipment.
Teamwork.
Meaning, the combined efforts of a group of people working together.
For example, good teamwork is crucial in team sports.
Champion.
Meaning, a person or team that has won a competition.
For example, she is the reigning champion of the tennis tournament.
Healthy.
Meaning, being in good health, especially through diet and exercise.
For example, eating a balanced diet is important to stay healthy.
Goal.
Meaning, the area in a game where players try to score points, or an aim to achieve.
For example, his goal is to play soccer professionally.
Practice.
Meaning, repeatedly doing an activity to improve a skill.
For example, she spends hours in practice to perfect her dance routine.
Schedule.
Meaning, a plan that lists when activities will happen.
For example, I have a busy schedule with training and matches this week.
Diversity.
Meaning, the inclusion of different types of people or things.
For example, the sports club promotes diversity by welcoming everyone.
Weight.
Meaning, the heaviness of a person or thing, often used in fitness.
For example, she lifted weights to build muscle strength.
Leader.
Meaning, a person who guides or directs a group or team.
For example, the team leader inspired everyone to do their best.
Spirit.
Meaning, the enthusiasm and determination to do something, especially in sports.
For example, the team showed great spirit throughout the tournament.
Fan.
Meaning, a person who has a strong interest in a sport or team.
For example, he is a big fan of his local football club.
Games.
Meaning, structured activities or competitions, often involving sports.
For example, the Olympics are the most famous international sports games.
Nutrition.
Meaning, the process of obtaining the food necessary for health and growth.
For example, proper nutrition is essential for athletes to perform at their best.
Challenge.
Meaning, a difficult task or situation that requires effort to overcome.
For example, running a marathon is a great challenge for many people.
Obstacle.
Meaning, something that blocks one's way or makes it difficult to achieve something.
For example, she faced many obstacles on her path to becoming a champion.
Trophy.
Meaning, a prize given to the winner of a competition.
For example, he proudly displayed his trophy on the shelf.
Support.
Meaning, to help or assist someone, especially in their efforts or challenges.
For example, friends and family often provide emotional support during competitions.
Awesome work today. You just expanded your vocabulary by 69 words. Try writing one sentence using your favorite new word in the comments heavily. Subscribe and see you next time.